morning to everyone. Last session we have completed till sum number 5. Today's session we are going to do sums from income and expenditure account. Before that, let we see the differences between receipts and payments account and income and expenditure account. So look at the first point, purpose. Receipts and payment account is prepared to know the cash receipts and cash payments. Whereas income and expenditure account is prepared to know surplus or deficit during the current period. If income is more than the expenditure, that amount denotes surplus. Suppose if expenditure is more than the income, it denotes deficit. Second point, nature of account. So it is real account in nature. Just recall the real account golden rules. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So all the cash receipts are recorded on the debit side and cash payments are recorded on the credit side. Whereas it is a nominal account in nature. Debit all the expenses and losses, credit the income and gain. So it is nothing but a profit and loss account. So all the expenses and losses are recorded on the debit side. All the income and the gain will be recorded on the credit side. Basis of accounting. It is based on cash system of accounting. That means only cash items are to be recorded. Non-cash items are not recorded. Whereas it is based on accrual system of accounting. Both cash items and non-cash items are to be recorded. Fourth one, opening and closing balances of both bank balance and cash balance to be recorded. Whereas while preparing income and expenditure account, there is no opening and closing balance. Fifth point, nature of items. It contains actual receipts and payments irrespective of whether it is a revenue transaction or capital transaction. Both the transactions are to be recorded. Whereas here, only revenue transactions alone to be recorded. Capital transaction must be excluded. Then 6th point, period. Here, all cash receipts and payments made during the year pertaining the previous year, current year and the future period are to be recorded. While preparing income and expenditure account, we are going to take current year details alone we are going to take. Should not enter the previous year and next year. Dealing should not be entered while preparing income and expenditure account. So let me do the sums from income and expenditure account. Just read the question. Sum number 6. From the following receipts and payment account of Tenkasi Thiruvalluvar Mandram, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2019. So they asked us to prepare income and expenditure account. Whereas question will be given in the form of, always in the form of receipts and payment. So before preparing answer, we should recall the points, norms. What are the norms to be followed while preparing income and expenditure account? First one, no opening and closing cash balance or bank balance. We should omit, must not be recorded. And then only revenue transactions alone to be recorded. Capital transaction not to be recorded. And also third point, only current year transaction alone to be recorded. Then non-cash items also to be recorded. So look at the first one. To balance BD, cash in hand, 14,000 should be omitted. Then interest received. So while reading the question itself, identify whether it is a capital transaction or revenue transaction. Interest received, it is recurring in nature. So it is a revenue receipt. It will appear under income side. Subscription also revenue transaction. It is recurring in nature. So it is also will appear under income side. Legacies, once in a while we are going to receive legacies. So it is non-recurring in nature. It is a capital transaction, capital receipt. It should be omitted. Then entrance fees also is recurring in nature. So it will come under income side. Now look at that next one, sale of furniture. So while selling asset, look at that 17,000 value of furniture sold for 16,000. So they made loss. So this loss on sale of furniture 1,000 rupees to be recorded under expenditure side. And move on to payment side. By salaries, it is revenue transaction, revenue expenditure. So it will appear under expenditure side, debit side. Rent, this is also recurring in nature, revenue, expenditure, so expenditure side. Traveling expenses, revenue, it is recurring in nature, so expenditure side. Printing and stationery also, revenue transaction, expenditure side. By investment made once in a while only we are going to do investment. So it is a capital transaction. It will not appear under expenditure side. Income and expenditure account, we should not show this investment made. Then sports equipment purchased, that is also a kind of asset we have purchased. It is also non-recurring in nature. It is a capital transaction. It should be omitted. Then closing cash balance also should be omitted while preparing income and expenditure account. Let me see how to do this answer. Center of the page, write the heading, income and expenditure account of Tenkasi Thiruvalluvar Mandram for the year ended 31st March 2019. Keep the book with you. Just go according to the question. Look at the first one. If the item which is not to be recorded, put into near the transaction in the question itself. So, strike out. No opening cash balance. It will not appear under income and expenditure account. So, create the column debit side expenditure, credit side income. Then under receipt side, to interest received, already I told it is a revenue receipt. So, we should show it under income side. And then subscription, it is recurring in nature, revenue receipt. So, show it under income side. Then legacies won't appear because it is a capital receipt. So, strike out. Then entrance fees, it is a recurring in nature. So, it is a revenue receipt. Show it under income side. Then to sale of furniture, already I told it is a loss. So, it will be shown under debit side, expenditure side. Then move on to payment side. By salaries, it is revenue transaction. By to rent, also revenue transaction. Traveling expenses, recurring in nature, revenue. Printing and stationery, revenue transaction. Investment made, sports equipment purchased, both are capital transaction. Once in a while we are purchasing equipment and once in a while we are making investment. So these are non-recurring in nature. So these should be omitted. Then balance CD also should be omitted. The loss on sale of furniture 1,000. Now totaling. So while we are totaling, credit side total we got 67,000. Then debit side, we add all these things, we got 53,000. So write the highest total both the sides, 67,000, 67,000. So income is more than the expenditure. Shows favorable balance. That means 67,000 income. Expenses we made 53,000. So remaining 14,000 surplus. So this will be written as to surplus under debit side, expenditure side, balancing figure 14,000. Clear? Then move on to next sum. From the following receipts and payment account, prepare income and expenditure account of Kumbakonam Basketball Association for the year ended 31st March 2018. Before reading the question, just recall the points. What are the points to be followed? So whether we are going to show the opening balance? No. Just put into mark in your book itself. Then only it will be very easy while you are doing revision. So no opening cash and bank balance, no closing cash and bank balance. So put into. Now rent of hall received. It is recurring in nature. Monthly they may receive rent. So it is recurring in nature, revenue received. It will come under income side. Subscription received, that is also they are going to receive recurring in nature, income side. Life membership fees. So whole life they are paying, it will not be recurring, non-recurring in nature. So it is a capital receipt, it won't appear. Then locker rent receipt, it is a revenue transaction, recurring in nature, so income side. Then move on to payment side. Rent of ground paid, it is a revenue expenditure. Show it under expenditure side. Printing charges, it is also recurring in nature, revenue expenditure. Bank charges, revenue expenditure, debit side. Insurance for building, this is also revenue expenditure, debit side. Tournament expenses, debit side, recurring in nature, revenue transaction. Audit fees paid, that is also revenue transaction. Show it under debit side, under expenditure side. Sports material purchased. Look at the difference between sports equipment and sports material. So sports material purchase is used to purchase oftenly. Material, ball, bat, these are the things they used to buy oftenly. So it is recurring in nature. Whereas sports equipment, that they won't buy often. So that is called equipment purchase is capital transaction, whereas material purchase is come under revenue transaction. They used to purchase again and again, ball, bat and dart. Whereas sports equipment in the sense treadmill, that a huge value of machineries, equipment, they won't buy again and again. So that will come under equipment will come under capital transaction, material purchase will come under revenue transaction. Clear? Then no closing cash balance and bank balance. Let me see how to do this answer. So write the heading income and expenditure account of Kumbakonam Basketball Association for the year ended 31st March 2018. Create column, debit side expenditure, credit side income column. Then keep your book with you, textbook, no opening balance. So omit that one. Then look at the next one. Rent of ground paid under payment side, rent of ground paid, show it under debit side. Then printing charges to bank charges to insurance for buildings, then tournament expenses to audit fees, and then sports material purchased. Then no closing cash and bank balance won't appear. Then move on to receipt side, opening cash balance and bank balance should be omitted. Rent of hall received, then by subscriptions received, then life membership fees should be omitted because it is a capital receipt. Then by locker rent received. So now totally debit side, if you are adding, we got 43,000. Whereas credit side, income side, if you are adding these things, these three amount 17,000. So look at that. So write the highest total, both the sides, 43,000, 43,000. The sum, expenditure, the side is, debit side is more than the credit side. So it is unfavorable. So take 43,000 debit side total, credit side 17,000, then 26,000 will be written as deficit. Credit side 26,000, difference between expenditure and income. Now look at the next topic, treatment of revenue receipts, treatment of subscription in the final accounts of not-for-profit organization. How to enter the subscription while preparing income and expenditure account, and also final accounts includes two steps, income and expenditure account and balance sheet. So while we are preparing these two steps, how that amount subscription will be shown while we are preparing income and expenditure account as well as balance sheet. According to the norms, while preparing income and expenditure account, we have to show only current year amount. So when subscription received for current year, previous year and future or next year are given separately, we have to take one and only current year amount will be shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. That also after making some adjustments. In the question, subscription for previous year, current year, next year, they used to give in the question. Whereas, while preparing answer, we have to take one and only current year amount, and also after making some adjustment should be done. What are the adjustments should be done while preparing subscription amount? Subscription outstanding for the current year is to be added. And then subscription received in advance in the previous year, which is meant for current year. That means current year subscription, last year itself they have received in advance. That amount also to be added. So when total subscription received during the current year is given, the total subscription received during the current year will be shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account after making the following adjustments. So we have to take only current year transaction. Then we have to do some adjustments. So previous year outstanding, subscription outstanding in the previous year which is received, current year will be subtracted. Then subscription outstanding for the current year is added. While doing sum, it will be very easy to understand. Subscription received in advance in the previous year, which is meant for the current year, is added, and subscription, suppose if we have received subscription for the next year, is included in the current year subscription, that also must be deducted. Then how to show these subscription amount while preparing balance sheet? Subscription outstanding for the current year, whereas still that amount is outstanding for the previous year. Both will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. So that means current year outstanding subscription, previous year outstanding subscription will be shown on the asset side. Subscription received in advance in the current year. That means next year's subscription, now current year itself we have received in advance. That will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Just look at the format. How subscription will be shown while we are preparing income and expenditure account for the year ended. Current year subscription, how much we have received, total amount of subscription, how much we have received. So while we are writing subscription, if you have to do adjustment, it will be entered under first amount column. After making these adjustment, final amount will be shown under next amount column. Then less subscription for the previous year. So current year subscription include previous year subscription, that must be deducted. Then subscription for the subsequent year. That amount, if that amount includes future year, next year subscription, that also should be deducted. Then outstanding current year outstanding subscription to be added. Then current year subscription, if they might have received in advance during the previous year, that also should be added. So bring the final amount outer column. Then while we are preparing balance sheet, under asset side, outstanding subscription for the current year, previous year. Don't get confused. While preparing balance sheet, outstanding subscription for current year and previous year, both we could show under asset side. That current year norms we have to follow one and only while we are preparing income and expenditure account. Then under liability side, subscription received in advance for the future year will be shown. So these are the norms to be followed while showing subscription in the final accounts of not-for-profit organization. While doing sums, it will be very easy to understand. The next session, we are going to do sums, how the subscription will be appearing under income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Thank you.